Europe's highest mountain, over 300 volcanoes, and entire islands that look like another planet. From royal palaces and legendary museums to frozen wilderness and hidden natural wonders, Russia is full of places that seem almost unbelievable. Let's uncover the most spectacular destinations across the largest country on Earth. Introducing Russia. Russia is the largest country on Earth, covering approximately 17.1 million square kilometers, nearly 1/8 of the world's inhabited land. Stretching across 11 time zones, it extends from the Baltic Sea in Eastern Europe to the Pacific Ocean in the Far East, creating an incredible range of landscapes, climates, and cultures. Few nations can match its geographic diversity, from Arctic tundra and endless taiga forests to towering mountain ranges and volcanic peninsulas. Russia also shares land or maritime boundaries with 16 countries, giving it one of the most strategically located positions in the world. This vast territory connects Europe and Asia, making the country an important crossroads for trade, transportation, and cultural exchange. Another fascinating aspect of Russia is its network of closed administrative territorial formations, commonly known as Zato. These are restricted access towns established during the Soviet era, many of which continue to support scientific research, aerospace, nuclear technology, and defense-related industries. While public access remains limited in some locations, they represent a unique chapter in Russia's modern history. As of 2026, Russia remains a nation of striking contrasts. Modern skylines rise alongside centuries-old landmarks. High-speed rail links connect major cities, and vast wilderness still dominates much of the landscape. Whether exploring Moscow's vibrant urban life, Siberia's remote wilderness, or the shores of Lake Baikal, visitors quickly discover that Russia is far more diverse and fascinating than many first imagine. Russian women and population characteristics. Russian women are often recognized internationally for their elegant fashion sense, confidence, and attention to personal style. In major cities such as Moscow and St. Petersburg, it's common to see people dressed smartly even for everyday activities. However, beyond appearance, Russian women are also known for their strong educational backgrounds and active participation in professional life. Women make up a significant share of university graduates and are well represented in fields such as medicine, education, science, engineering, business, and the arts. As of 2026, Russia's population is estimated at around 143 million people, making it one of the most populous countries in Europe and Asia. The nation is home to more than 190 ethnic groups, creating a rich blend of languages, traditions, and cultural identities across its vast territory. While the majority of the population lives in the European part of Russia, enormous regions in Siberia and the Far East remain sparsely populated. One notable demographic feature is that women outnumber men, particularly among older age groups. This difference is influenced by several long-term factors, including higher average life expectancy for women and historically higher mortality rates among men. Like many developed countries, Russia also faces challenges related to an aging population and relatively low birth rates. In response, the government has introduced family support programs, financial incentives, and housing assistance aimed at encouraging larger families and supporting long-term population growth. Moscow, the heart of Russia. As Russia's capital and largest city, Moscow is home to more than 13 million residents, making it one of Europe's biggest metropolitan areas. With a history spanning nearly 9 centuries, the city blends iconic landmarks, modern architecture, and a fast-paced urban lifestyle unlike anywhere else in the country. At the center of Moscow stands the Kremlin, a historic fortified complex overlooking the Moskva River. Surrounded by red brick walls and distinctive towers, the Kremlin has served as the political and cultural heart of Russia for centuries. Nearby lies Red Square, one of the world's most recognizable public spaces. Here, visitors can admire the colorful domes of St. Basil's Cathedral, the elegant facade of the State Historical Museum, and the famous gum department store, creating one of the country's most photographed locations. Just a few kilometers away, a completely different skyline rises above the city. Moscow City, the capital's modern financial district, is filled with striking glass skyscrapers, international business centers, luxury hotels, and observation decks offering panoramic views. The contrast between centuries-old architecture and cutting-edge design highlights Moscow's continuing transformation. Another attraction that surprises many visitors is the Moscow Metro, widely regarded as one of the most beautiful subway systems in the world. Opened in 1935, it now operates more than 300 stations and carries millions of passengers every day. Many stations resemble underground museums, featuring marble columns, chandeliers, mosaics, and elaborate sculptures that celebrate Russian history and culture. Today, Moscow is a city where tradition and innovation exist side by side. Historic churches stand alongside modern skyscrapers, while world-class museums, theaters, restaurants, parks, and technology hubs contribute to a vibrant capital that continues to evolve while preserving its remarkable heritage. Russia's spectacular natural wonders. Beyond its famous cities, Russia is home to some of the most breathtaking natural landscapes on Earth. Covering more than 17 million square kilometers, the country contains an extraordinary variety of ecosystems, from Arctic tundra and dense boreal forests to towering mountains, active volcanoes, and crystal-clear lakes. Much of this vast wilderness remains remarkably untouched, making Russia one of the world's greatest destinations for nature enthusiasts. Perhaps the country's most famous natural landmark is Lake Baikal, located in southern Siberia. Recognized as the world's deepest freshwater lake, it reaches a depth of 1,642 meters and contains approximately 20% of the planet's unfrozen surface freshwater. Scientists estimate that the lake is around 25 million years old, making it the oldest freshwater lake on Earth. Its exceptionally clear water and unique wildlife, including the Baikal seal, have earned it recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In the Caucasus Mountains stands Mount Elbrus, rising 5,642 meters, 18,510 feet above sea level. As the highest mountain in Europe, Elbrus attracts thousands of climbers each year, offering snow-covered peaks, glaciers, and panoramic views that stretch across the surrounding mountain ranges. Far to the east lies the remote Onekotan Island, one of the Kuril Islands. Its most remarkable feature is Tau Rusir Caldera, where a perfectly formed volcanic cone rises from the center of a stunning crater lake. The island's dramatic landscape is rarely seen by tourists, giving it an almost otherworldly appearance. Another extraordinary destination is the Kamchatka Peninsula, home to more than 300 volcanoes, including around 30 active volcanoes. This remote region is famous for geysers, hot springs, rugged coastlines, and abundant wildlife such as brown bears, sea eagles, and salmon. Protected areas like Kronotsky Nature Reserve and the volcanoes of Kamchatka UNESCO World Heritage Site preserve some of the most pristine ecosystems on the planet, showcasing the incredible power and beauty of Russia's natural world. Traditional Russian cuisine and drinks. Russian cuisine reflects the country's enormous size, diverse climates, and centuries of cultural influences. Some of its most famous dishes include borscht, a hearty beet soup often served with sour cream, pelmeni, delicate meat-filled dumplings originating from Siberia, beef stroganoff, and blini, thin pancakes that can be enjoyed with sweet or savory fillings. Bread, potatoes, mushrooms, cabbage, and dairy products have long been staples of the Russian diet, especially during the long winter months. No discussion of Russian food culture would be complete without mentioning vodka. For centuries, it has been part of traditional celebrations, family gatherings, and festive occasions. In many social settings, vodka is enjoyed in small servings and is typically accompanied by food rather than consumed on its own. Traditional toasts are an important part of the experience, emphasizing friendship, gratitude, and shared moments. Today, many Russians also enjoy tea, coffee, mineral water, spray, and a growing variety of local craft beverages alongside these long-standing traditions. The vast region of Siberia offers its own distinctive culinary specialties. Freshwater fish from Lake Baikal, wild berries, pine nuts, mushrooms, venison, and locally harvested herbs have shaped the region's cuisine for generations. Many traditional recipes were developed to preserve food during extremely cold winters, resulting in hearty meals that are both practical and flavorful. Because Russia stretches across 11 time zones, regional cuisine varies significantly from west to east. Coastal communities in the Far East are known for seafood. The Caucasus region features grilled meats and aromatic spices, while northern areas rely on fish, game, and preserved foods. This remarkable diversity means that traveling across Russia is not only a journey through different landscapes, but also an exploration of countless local flavors and culinary traditions. Life in the coldest inhabited places on Earth. Deep in eastern Siberia lies Yakutia, officially known as the Sakha Republic, one of the coldest inhabited regions on the planet. Its capital, Yakutsk, is home to more than 380,000 residents and is built almost entirely on permafrost, ground that remains frozen year-round. During winter, temperatures commonly fall below minus 40 degrees Celsius, minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit, while in the coldest periods, they can approach minus 50 degrees Celsius, minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite these extreme conditions, Yakutsk is a modern city with schools, universities, theaters, shopping centers, and a growing technology sector. Even farther east is the remote village of Oymyakon, widely recognized as one of the coldest permanently inhabited places on Earth. The community has recorded temperatures below minus 67 degrees Celsius, minus 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit, making it a symbol of human resilience. Winters can last for many months, and daylight hours become remarkably short. Yet, local residents continue their daily routines with remarkable adaptability. Living in such an environment requires unique solutions. Homes are built on elevated foundations to prevent heat from melting the permafrost beneath them, which could damage the structures. Vehicles are often kept running for extended periods or stored in heated garages because engines can freeze solid if left outdoors for too long. Thick, insulated clothing, multiple layers, and specialized winter equipment are essential for everyday life. Although the climate is among the harshest on Earth, these northern communities have developed a way of life that allows people to thrive. Seasonal festivals, traditional foods, modern infrastructure, and a strong sense of community demonstrate how human ingenuity can adapt to one of the planet's most extreme environments. The Nenets people and Arctic nomadic life. Among the many indigenous peoples of northern Russia, the Nenets are best known for preserving one of the world's last great nomadic lifestyles. Numbering around 50,000 people, most Nenets live across the Yamal and Nenets regions of Arctic Russia, where they have relied on reindeer herding for centuries. Their annual migrations can cover hundreds to more than 1,000 kilometers, following seasonal grazing routes across the vast Arctic tundra. For the Nenets, reindeer are central to everyday life. They provide transportation, food, clothing materials, and are deeply connected to cultural traditions passed down through generations. Large herds are carefully managed as families travel across the frozen landscape, adapting to changing seasons while maintaining a close relationship with nature. The traditional Nenets home is called a chum, a cone-shaped tent constructed from long wooden poles and covered with reindeer hides. Designed specifically for Arctic conditions, a chum can be assembled or taken down in just a few hours, allowing families to move efficiently during migration. A small stove placed at the center provides warmth, creating a surprisingly comfortable living space, even when outdoor temperatures fall far below freezing. Traditional clothing is equally practical. Thick coats, boots, hats, and mittens made from reindeer fur provide exceptional insulation against the harsh Arctic climate. Today, many Nenets combine these time-tested garments with modern equipment such as snowmobiles, satellite communications, and GPS devices, blending tradition with new technology. Despite the challenges of modernization and climate change, the Nenets continue to preserve a unique cultural heritage that offers a remarkable example of human adaptation to one of the world's most demanding environments. Special cities and abandoned towns scattered across Russia are a number of unique communities with fascinating histories. Among the most unusual are the closed administrative territorial formations, better known by the Russian acronym ZATO. Many of these towns were established during the Soviet era to support scientific research, advanced engineering, aerospace, and other strategic industries. Although access to some ZATO communities remains restricted, many have modern residential neighborhoods, schools, hospitals, and cultural centers where thousands of people live and work. Several of these cities became important centers for scientific innovation and industrial development. Over the decades, they have contributed to research in fields such as nuclear energy, space technology, physics, and advanced manufacturing. While some facilities remain under restricted access, others have gradually become more open, reflecting changes in Russia's economy and administrative policies since the early 1990s. Russia is also home to numerous abandoned mining towns, especially in the remote regions of Siberia and the far north. Communities such as Kadykchan and parts of Vorkuta experienced rapid growth during the 20th century, driven by coal and mineral extraction. As mines became less productive or economically viable, many residents relocated in search of new opportunities, leaving behind empty apartment buildings, schools, and public facilities. Today, these places offer a striking contrast between Russia's industrial past and its modern development. Some former mining settlements have become destinations for photographers, historians, and urban explorers interested in documenting their unique architecture and history. Together, the ZATO cities and abandoned towns illustrate how geography, natural resources, scientific progress, and economic change have shaped different chapters of Russia's remarkable story. Russian culture and traditions. Russia is home to a rich cultural heritage shaped by centuries of history, diverse ethnic groups, and a challenging climate. One of its most cherished traditions is the banya, a traditional steam bath that has been part of Russian life for generations. More than just a place to relax, the banya is viewed as a social gathering where family and friends spend time together. Many visitors are surprised by the custom of gently using bundles of birch branches, called venik, to improve circulation and enhance the experience. Another fascinating winter tradition is ice bathing, especially during the Orthodox celebration of Epiphany in January. Across the country, many people voluntarily immerse themselves in icy rivers or lakes, believing the practice symbolizes spiritual renewal and personal resilience. Although it attracts thousands of participants every year, it is generally recommended only under proper supervision and with appropriate precautions. Russian customs also include several unique, everyday traditions. Before leaving for a long journey, families often pause to sit quietly for a few moments, a ritual believed to bring good luck and help everyone remember anything they may have forgotten. When giving flowers, people usually present an odd number of flowers for celebrations, while an even number is traditionally reserved for funerals, making this an important cultural detail for visitors. Politeness, respect for elders, and hospitality remain highly valued throughout Russian society. Guests are often welcomed generously, and removing shoes before entering someone's home is a common courtesy. In raising children, many Russian families place a strong emphasis on education, discipline, independence, and participation in music, sports, or the arts from an early age, reflecting a long-standing belief that personal development begins in childhood. St. Petersburg, Russia's cultural capital. Often called Russia's cultural capital, St. Petersburg is one of Europe's most elegant cities. Founded in 1703 by Peter the Great, the city was built to serve as Russia's window to Europe. For more than 2 centuries, it was the capital of the Russian Empire and became a center of politics, science, literature, music, and the arts. Today, it is home to more than 5.5 million residents and welcomes millions of visitors each year. Unlike many historic Russian cities, St. Petersburg was designed with a distinctly European character. Wide boulevards, grand palaces, graceful bridges, and colorful Baroque and neoclassical buildings give the city an atmosphere often compared to Paris, Venice, or Amsterdam. Its carefully planned layout reflects the architectural vision of leading European designers who helped shape the city during the 18th and 19th centuries. One of St. Petersburg's defining features is its extensive network of rivers and canals. More than 300 bridges connect dozens of islands throughout the city, earning it the nickname, the Venice of the North. During the navigation season, many of the large drawbridges open overnight to allow ships to pass, creating one of the city's most memorable spectacles. Every summer, visitors gather to experience the famous White Nights, a natural phenomenon that occurs from late May through mid-July. Because of the city's northern latitude, the sun barely dips below the horizon, leaving the sky glowing long after midnight. Streets remain lively with outdoor concerts, festivals, river cruises, and cultural events, making this one of the most popular times to visit. The city is also home to some of Russia's most celebrated landmarks, including the Winter Palace, the world-renowned Hermitage Museum, the magnificent Church of the Savior on Spilled Blood, St. Isaac's Cathedral, and the luxurious Peterhof Palace with its spectacular fountains. Together, these architectural masterpieces make St. Petersburg one of the world's greatest destinations for history, art, and culture. Russia's most famous tourist destinations. Russia offers an incredible variety of destinations that reflect its rich history, diverse cultures, and spectacular landscapes. One of the country's greatest treasures is the State Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg. Founded in 1764 by Empress Catherine the Great, it is one of the largest and most prestigious art museums in the world. Its collection includes more than 3 million artifacts, ranging from ancient civilizations to masterpieces by Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt, Michelangelo, and other renowned artists. Just outside St. Petersburg lies the magnificent Peterhof Palace, often called the Russian Versailles, famous for its spectacular gardens and more than 150 fountains. The palace complex was commissioned by Peter the Great and remains one of Russia's most visited UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Nearby, the elegant Catherine Palace is equally impressive, featuring luxurious halls and the world-famous Amber Room, a masterpiece that has been carefully reconstructed after its disappearance during World War II. Traveling east brings visitors to Kazan, the capital of the Republic of Tatarstan, where European and Asian influences blend together. The city's Kazan Kremlin, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, showcases centuries of history through its churches, mosques, and defensive walls. On Russia's Pacific coast, Vladivostok welcomes travelers with dramatic hills, modern bridges such as the Ruski Bridge, and one of the eastern terminals of the legendary Trans-Siberian Railway. Nature lovers are drawn to the breathtaking beauty of Lake Baikal, where visitors can enjoy hiking, boat cruises, winter ice adventures, and encounters with unique wildlife found nowhere else on Earth. Military history enthusiasts often visit the Kubinka Tank Museum, located near Moscow. The museum houses one of the world's largest collections of armored vehicles, displaying hundreds of tanks and military machines from different countries and historical periods. Together, these destinations reveal the remarkable diversity that makes Russia one of the world's most fascinating countries to explore. From imperial palaces to untouched wilderness, Russia reveals a world of history, culture, and natural beauty. If this journey inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves discovering extraordinary places around the world.